Okay, I have 4 photos I'm going to be scrapping today to make a 2-page layout. And I'm using a sketch from Scrapbook, etc., but I'm going to rotate it. And sorry it's grainy, I recorded this process a while ago with a different camera and in my kitchen, and I'm just now getting to editing it and uploading the video. Alright, first I'm going to try to determine the base paper. I had these 2 cardstocks, and the light one just washed out the photos, so I chose the dark one. And I'm just laying them out to see how they fit. And then I'm going to choose my photo mat. And I like the pink because it popped out more with the pictures than the blue polka dot. And then I'm going to trim the pink paper, but as you're going to see, I measured incorrectly or forgot that the pictures were 6 inches, and that would not just work with a 12 by 12 paper. So you're going to see me doing some fussing with it and making the pictures fit on the mat. And it ends up just having a small mat around the pictures, which worked out fine for me. So yeah, you're going to see me fussing with it and trying to figure out how I'm going to make this work. So I ended up having to seam the mat together, which you're seeing me do. And when it was completed, you couldn't even see that I had to. There's a seam there that I had cut the papers. So I'm going to glue down the photos onto them. And so yeah, I'm going to glue down the photos. Oh, there we go. So, and then making sure they line up. So this layout has 4 by 6 photos in it, and it's going to be 2 pages. It's going to have 2 on each side. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other 2 photos that I have. I'm going to mat them. And this one was much easier to do since I didn't cut it. There, matting them. And these are pictures from my trip to a long time ago when I went to Vegas, the Hoover Dam, and the Grand Canyon. And you'll see later on in the title how I incorporated it all. So there I'm just laying out the photos to where I want them on the papers. And then next I am going to stamping some banners from a Technique Tuesday stamp with vintage photo. And so here I go. And I'm just doing two banners in each of the colors I choose. And because they're going to be on the sides of the photos. I don't know, you probably couldn't tell from the sketch. But you'll see once I get further along in the process how I'm going to do the banners. So I'm just stamping them, and then I'm going to trim and cut out the banners. And I'm going to, after I've cut them all out, which I'm just going to edit, I am going to edit through the cutting out, so you don't have to watch me cutting out all the banners. Alright, so I left a little edge around each of the banners so you can, because there was a little scallop border on the stamp, and it's just be too hard to cut all that in the detail. And I rolled them up to create a little movement, and now I'm just going to lay them out to see where I want them to be on my layout. And I'm going to pull out my ruler to make sure they're straight and to poke my holes. But I am going to take them off after I mark my line where I want my holes. And because the background was just a little too plain for me, and I wanted to give it some more dimensions since there's not much layering going on in this layout. And so I'm going to use some cream mister that you see I'm spraying there right now, just to test to make sure it's the color I want to use. And it's just a mixture of some acrylic paint and water and some diamond glimmer mist. And so then I also sprayed it with October Afternoon's Brown Sprinklers from Sarsaparilla Line. And so there I am now poking my holes for my brads after I've sprayed it and let the dries. And I'm going to put my brads in, and those are just some brads from Hobby Lobby that I picked up a long time ago, but I liked them because they had that they're squared, and unlike the round ones that you normally see. So I'm just deciding if I wanted to use some twine or some brown yarn, which I decided to use my brown yarn, and I'm just going to string it between those 2 brads, and I just wrap the yarn around the brads and hold it down, and then I'm going to glue down those banners. And I'm I'm going to do the same thing on the other side in a moment, you'll see. And I just kind of randomly placed them, but I didn't want those two like off cream colored banners to be next to each other, so I tried to just place them in a random but planned order. I don't know if that makes sense. You'll see here they're not in the same order as on the other side, and I don't have a pattern for it, but I just didn't want certain colors next to each other either. And then after this, you're going to see, I didn't get a chance to video, but I'll add some clusters to the corners, and I'll put my title on and then the journaling off the camera, and you'll see all that one in the final pictures. And so you can see me fussing with it because I didn't want those two creams next to each other. So thanks for watching, and have a good day.